Planet Glee again. Wednesday night, 6 p.m. And you may see, if you just started watching, that thank you, by the way, and welcome. Uh, you, if you just turned on at 6 o'clock, you saw our guest for tonight, Agatha Varshenka, the Phoenix violinist. You can see it on under Planet Glee, musician, performer, and activist. So we have a lot to talk about in 20 minutes, but I think it'll be good. It'll be great. So thank you for not calling in while she was playing, but while we're talking right now, you're free to call us up at 415-861-6648 and ask our guest any question you want. That's because we're a live show. Okay, so I'm going to take it. The second shot is you and me, Agatha, and then I'm going to try the third shot. Is you. Okay. That was beautiful. Now, you not only play music yourself, you're involved in a studio.
Yes, that's correct. I co-own a music studio called Rounded Cornered Studios, and my own production company I run through that is called Zeitgeist Productions.
Okay.
We run as a nonprofit, and our goal is to empower the any aspiring artists out there, because it's tough. It's tough for
Yes.
all of us who are
Right.
artists trying to survive and whatnot. And we're not doing this for profit or anything like that. We just want to see people inspired in what I like to call a currency of inspiration.
Nice.
So we do recording. We do recording.
Mm-hmm.
We do lessons. We do rehearsal space. I mean, whatever's needed.
That's beautiful. And this, what is the studio called?
It is called Rounded Cornered Studios.
And located where?
It's at 929 Vallejo Street on the corner of Vallejo and Mason.
Okay, what neighborhood is that?
This is in the North Beach neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, if anybody wants to book an appointment or something, email me at agathavarshenka@gmail.com.
Did we spell your name right? Varshenka?
Well, I'm probably not going to be able to see the screen. I'm actually legally blind, so...
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
But I'm sure you probably got it right,
That's so cool. That's so interesting.
It's one of those weird names you can't help but get right.
Also, we have your Facebook too, so that if anyone wants to message you,
Right.
find you, Agatha Varshenka,
That's correct.
and
I'm the only one out there. I know, I Googled it.
That's cute. Let's go back to this shot. Yeah, are we there? It was doing funny things. That's interesting. I like
Well, that's
that.
technology sometimes. It loves to be funny.
Doesn't it? Do you want to go ahead and I'll fix this. That is if I can get the camera over to you. I might. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, it's doing okay here. Good. So, let's see. There, and your performance is. Anyway, okay, good. You also are an activist. The name of your association or whatever you want to call it is AURA. Like
Yes.
Auras.
It stands for Artists Unified in Requisite Activism, because let's face it, a revolution without art is one that's not worth having. Basically, our goals are to be there for these movements happening, like Black Lives Matter,
Yes.
like the LGBTQ movements that are happening, and women's rights movements, and environmental issues, and tenants' rights. There's a lot going on. And, we need more art with that. Art of all sorts, be it music, be it painting, dance, comedy, the list goes on and on. It expresses what speeches and rage and all that by itself cannot. It also instills hope in those who need it the most. And also it provides a positive distraction when, when our opponents are trying to get us riled up to engage and then say, oh, see, the progress people are bad. That's what they're trying to do. But if you have a good positive distraction to diffuse that situation, which art can do, that's what keeps people from lashing out in a negative way. It's good to lash out. It's good to be angry. It's good to be passionate. But you don't want to lose your head and lose sight of what the goal is.
Right.
So that's the purpose of Aura. I want to see more artists get involved in this. Like the original civil rights movement and second wave feminism and that whole era, which was such a fascinating time in American history. So we need to have more of that. I want to see more of that happen. See more art express what's going on, rather than just trying to sell records and put something on Facebook and think that's your activism. That's all you have to do so people will like you. No, screw that. Get involved.
Right.
And if this is something anybody does want to get involved with, Aura. You can find it on Facebook. It's Artists Unified in Requisite Activism. Y'all just saw my Facebook page. You can find it on there. Just friend me.
Nice. Would you like to do another song, Time is Racing By?
Yeah, I think in the spirit of rebellion, so I recently did an album called Dominatrix, because I am a sex worker on the side. I do pro-dom work, and people tell me I'm bad for it, but it's actually very empowering, and, I'm very much into people loving their bodies, no matter what they look like. Don't be ashamed of yourself and do it. So here's this song about me, a girl who's not trying to be sweet and innocent anymore, and I fucking love it.
And the universe gave you this Crown Gibson guitar.
That's right. I found this on the street. Somebody threw this poor girl away, which is very tragic. I hate seeing that happen to instruments. Okay, let me get my right settings here.
She's in the right hands.
Okay, turn that off. Yeah,
Wow.
look at that. Let's see. I'm gonna point these up here.
Okay.
Make sure that my voice can be mic'd
Yeah, that sounds
and
good.
whatnot, and we,
I'm looking for the studio headphones, but I'm just going to use these. You're fine.
I do backing tracks, people. That's how I can be a one-woman band. That's my secret. And here we go. There was a little girl who's so very sweet, so trusting and kind to all she'd ever meet. But all she was to them was a sucker they could screw, and the sweet little girl lost her innocence. I was that little girl, but now I'm your worst nightmare, as I am in control. So kneel and kiss my feet. You're so horrified now that I don't give a fuck. Hope you love the taste of my whip of independence. Don't wanna hear your tears as I paint your ass red, courtesy of your loving dominatrix. I detect resentment wafting out of your soul now that you have no power over me. Well, get it through your fucking soul. Your body is not mine. Now nod your head in agreement, cause you know that I am right. I'm not your Cinderella. I'm your Maleficent. I'll fuck who I choose. Don't need your approval. You're so horrified now that I don't give a fuck. Don't you love the taste of my whip of independence? Don't wanna hear your tears as I paint your ass red, courtesy of your loving dominatrix. Let's see what you've got. Got no time for you if you want to try to own me. Or you can be my partner, then I'll be your mistress. You'll be safe with me in my unwavering love. I may be a raging bitch, but I am not a monster. I just know what I'm worth, and I won't settle for less. You're so horrified now that I don't give a fuck. Hope you love the taste of my whip of independence. Don't wanna hear your tears as I paint your ass red, courtesy of your loving dominatrix. You're so horrified now that I don't give a fuck. Hope you love the taste of my whip of independence. Don't wanna hear your tears as I paint your ass red, courtesy of your loving dominatrix.
Yes. I'm afraid to go out to the YouTube again, just because, or to Facebook, because forget it. Now that song is on SoundCloud, no?
Actually, it's on my Reverb Nation.
Oh.
So the story with all this is I came out with 2 albums. Back to back earlier this year. One of them was Genres Collide, which is all instrumental. Mm-hmm. That's all good and well. I don't really do a lot of live stuff from that. Now the song I did earlier, yeah, that's from that one, but it's more soundtrack and whatnot. And then I was inspired to do Dominatrix. This was the album I never meant to do. Mm-hmm. It just sort of hit me like a ton of bricks. Maybe some of you musicians out there can probably understand that, where, you don't actually mean to be doing other albums, but it just hits you, and you have to do it. When the inspiration's there, you gotta do it. So that was Dominatrix, and it really hits me hard. So that one is on Reverb Nation. A lot of the songs from that album. That's reverbnation.com/Madam Varshenka. And that's Madam spelled with an E at the end, Madame, and then Varshenka. And then my SoundCloud, because they don't put file sizes limits on it, I was able to put the genres collide stuff because Reverb Nation, you have to have them a certain size, and everything with genres collide was so large.
Cool. And you also have a blog.
Yes, I do. It's called The Sanctuary. It's basically people write in with different topics.
Okay.
Be it.
Is it on Blogger?
No, it's actually on YouTube. It's a
Okay.
video blog.
Video blog.
I just talk in front of a camera. People write in on stuff they want me to talk about. I'm into universal issues that affect us all. So if any of you out there have something to write in, again, Agatha Varshenka at gmail.com. And maybe I'll select your topic for next week's show. Basically, it's just, you could find The Sanctuary with Agatha Varshenka on YouTube, and it's there.
That's really, I bet that's really fun.
It's interesting, I was never really good with the public speaking and whatnot. I actually have a speech impediment and whatnot, so it's a challenge, but it's just something I believe in, something I love doing. Hopefully somebody out there is being empowered by it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You also do modeling.
I do. So just all sorts of modeling I've done. Obviously, I mentioned being a dominatrix and stuff earlier in this show. I also do regular art modeling and do some fitness stuff and whatnot. And for that I go under a different name, Irina Volkova. Because people who are fans of that aren't necessarily people I want to be fans of me as Agatha Varshenka. You get some creepy people out there. I mean, granted, musically too, but even more so with the modeling. But it's again, like I mentioned earlier before doing this song, I'm just all about people being inspired to love their bodies. I used to be afraid of mirrors, terrified of mirrors, and eventually I had to make that change. And that's something we all can attest to at some point in our lives. So that's what my modeling's all about. It is a form of activism in its own right.
Yeah, I like that. We've only got. Actually, we're going out. Bye. The live show's over already.
Oh damn!
But, no one at the door, so that means we can play on.
But it wouldn't be live though, right?
It wouldn't be live.
But would it still be recorded?
Yes.
Oh, awesome! Then, yeah, then I can use that on YouTube and whatnot.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. I think people get really sick. I've noticed when I put shows up to YouTube, and it's me talking. They really want to see the guest.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I was trying to figure the camera angle, look into the camera and stuff.
You're doing really well, given the fact that both of the camera angles are a little. This one really supposed to be on you, but you were standing up. No problem.
Well, that's a performance, though. I mean, people aren't really expecting me to always look directly at them unless we're at a music venue or something. But you know what I'm talking. I try to look in the camera.
Nice. So, do you want to play something else? Because we have time.
Yeah, I can. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. Actually, this is sort of. This song is very difficult for me emotionally because it's really.
Hi. Are we done?
Yeah.